Okay guys, I made a bunch of little strawberries. I left them without the stem because that's how Tanghulu is usually made. And I'm just gonna paint them with some red jelly polish. And then I also made this Hello Kitty. She's like sandwiched between two strawberry butts. I hope that's what it's gonna give when I paint this. And then also the original Hello Kitty I made that I scrapped because she was too big. I just realized that I made this on the back of the palette sheet. Am I a genius or what? Of course I would do this. Of course only me would do something like this.